Hello, Governor.
Hi there. Good to see you.
Welcome. We are very pleased to have this announcement here today at the Lee County Airport, known locally as Lee County International. We are extremely happy with people who have shown up. And just a few facts first before we get started. Currently, you are further west than Detroit, Michigan. You have to go east to get to West Virginia. And no, Lee County wasn't named after Robert E. Lee, nor Esther Lee, who was the Secretary of Commerce and Trade. I'm sorry. I'm going to be short and sweet with the welcome. Because we're just excited that this is finally happening, something that's going on for our county. And now I want to give you Esther Lee. She's the Secretary of Commerce and Trade from Fairfax County. She's been in business most of her career. And as I understand, she's doing a wonderful job. Madam Secretary?
Great.
This is my 6th week, so I don't know about a wonderful job, but I hope to do a wonderful job. It's great to be here. This is my first time in Lee County, and when I saw it on the map, I said, this has got to be my favorite county. It's got a great name. So, I'm honored to serve as your Secretary of Commerce and Trade. As he mentioned, I spent most of my life in the private sector at companies like AOL, Time Warner, and Siemens. I think we have a wonderful state. Commonwealth Virginia has so much to offer businesses, and we've heard from a number of companies that we've met with in our short time here that talk about what a great state Virginia is to do business. And so our goal is to bring jobs to all areas of the Commonwealth, but we're particularly focused on rural Virginia. And so we actually have just recently named a Deputy Secretary for Rural Economic Development, Cass Rasnick, who's not here today, couldn't be here today, but she and I hope to be back here to work closely with you. And I just want to thank our local partners here that worked so hard on bringing this wonderful company to Lee County. So without further ado, I want to introduce my boss and the 73rd Governor of the Commonwealth of Virginia, Ralph Northam.
Thank you, Esther, for that introduction, and thank you for your service to the Commonwealth of Virginia. As Esther said, we have been on the job now for 6 weeks, so we hit the ground running, but it is exciting to be here in Lee County, and thank you all for your hospitality. And I appreciate all of you taking time out of your busy schedule to be with us today. I brought greetings, if you will, from Senator Carrico and Delegate Kilgore. They are both very good friends of mine. I have served in the State House for 10 years now, and they would be here with us today, but I left them working in Richmond, so they're doing good things. It's you know, people ask me what I want to accomplish as the 73rd Governor of Virginia, and it's really very simple. It wasn't that long ago that Virginia was the #1 state in this great country in which to do business. And for a number of reasons, we have fallen off that curve. 2 years ago, we were back at 13th, last year at 6th. But if I have anything to do with it, and with our team, and with your help, we will bring Virginia back to #1. And there are good things happening in Virginia. I think probably some of you all have heard our unemployment rate has gone from 5.4 to 3.7. It's the lowest it's been in 9 years. But if you go to rural Virginia, if you go to the Eastern Shore of Virginia, where I'm from, or if you come here to Lee County, I don't think it's anywhere close to 3.7. So in order to lift up all of Virginia, we have to lift up rural Virginia. And so I'm very excited to work on that over the next 4 years. And a little bit of history, I was sitting here listening about Lee County and who it was named after. The Eastern Shore, I don't know if you all have a map of Virginia around here. A lot of maps actually leave the Eastern Shore off of Virginia. We get kind of defensive about that, but we're as far east as you can get. And the people in rural Virginia on the Eastern Shore are very similar to you here in Lee County. They're very hard-working. They don't complain a lot. They just want a level playing field, and have a place where they can live and work and raise their children. So the last governor from the Eastern Shore was just prior to the Civil War in 1855. His name was Henry Wise. So Wise County was named after Governor Wise. So just a little bit of history for you today. So, but anyway, you know, I hear people from where I'm from, and I'm actually one of them, although I still work on the Eastern Shore some, but I hear so many people say, I'm from the Eastern Shore, I'm from Lee County, or I'm from Wise County, but we don't hear enough people say that I live and I work and I raise my family in rural Virginia, and that's really what this is all about. So we thank you for allowing us to be here today for this announcement. So I want to create jobs and educational opportunities in rural areas so people can stay there. I want Virginia to be a place of opportunity no matter where you live. That means boosting economic growth in all corners of our state. That's why I'm so glad to make this announcement today. I'm pleased to say that England Furniture will establish a manufacturing operation right here in Lee County at the 32,000 square foot Lee County Industrial Building. This important project will create 79 new jobs. England Furniture is a welcome addition to Lee County's corporate roster. We look forward to building a strong partnership with you all. England Furniture was founded across the border in Tennessee as a family business more than 50 years ago. The company's reputation for high quality and having a short build cycle attracted the notice of Lazy Boy. England was operated as an independent division of Lazy Boy since 1995. Having England Furniture expand its operations here to Lee County is a great win for the county and for Southwest Virginia as the region rebounds economically. I want to recognize the tireless efforts of Lee County, the Lee County IDA, the Virginia Coalfield Economic Development Authority, and the Virginia Tobacco Region Revitalization Commission for working with the Commonwealth to bring this project to fruition. Our skilled workforce here in Virginia is no stranger to the furniture industry. Manufacturers continue to recognize the benefits of the Commonwealth's strategic location, cost-competitive business climate, and site inventory. We will keep working to diversify the economy in Virginia and ensure that every region of the Commonwealth benefits. We'll also keep working to make sure our workforce training keeps up with the jobs pipeline. We want to expand our skills training so that people can get the certification they need for good jobs. While we're on the topic of building a stronger workforce, we also need to continue our efforts to ensure that every Virginian has access to quality and affordable health care. I'm encouraged by the strong effort that's underway to reopen Lee County Hospital. As you know, a functioning hospital is an important part of building healthy families and a healthy economy. I also want to acknowledge Delegate Terry Kilgore for his leadership on this issue and for his work on expanding access to health care statewide. Delegate Kilgore and your local leaders are working hard to ensure that Lee County and the entire region have every asset we need, including access to good health care, so that we can attract even more job creators like England Furniture. Today's announcement is positive news for the Commonwealth's manufacturing industry, which continues to gain momentum. And it's good news for Southwest Virginia as we continue to work to diversify the economy. Announcements like today's are important to our mission to create quality, well-paid jobs and ensure that great companies like England Furniture choose the Commonwealth. So thank you. It's an exciting day for Lee County, an exciting day for Southwest Virginia, an exciting day for the Commonwealth of Virginia. If Mr. Terry England would join me at the podium. Mr. England, this is a Virginia flag that has flown over our Capitol proudly, and We present this to you today. Hopefully you will make it proud as well. And we just thank you for your willingness to do business here in the Commonwealth of Virginia. We appreciate the 79 jobs that you're bringing into Virginia, and we look forward to many good years of working with you. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Governor. Thank you for coming today and joining us. I've made several comments today of how gracious Lee County and the state of Virginia has been in welcoming England to come across the border and move into this community. There are several people that have made this work out very well. Let me quickly just acknowledge the England team that is present today, and you just kind of look around. Chip Keaton is our head of manufacturing, Tim Soulsby, Vice President of HR, Jim Sumter, Regional Vice President of Sales, which is helping make this work. Donna Green is our HR. So that's the group that we have here today. So just spend a little time with those folks. Jim's family is part of this community. The Sumter family has been longtime friends of the England family. And then there's a group that is here today from several departments. So if you have helped England make this work, and Jonathan, help me if anyone doesn't raise their hand, I just want the community to know how involved each of you are in making this work. And Joe, I have to encourage you to be the first one to raise your hand. But if you have helped in any form to make this work, including today's meeting on workforce development, would you just hold your hand up for the governor so that he can see? And thank you. It has taken a lot of individuals to make this work. I have to say that thank you to the Virginia Economic and Community Development group. They called my office for at least 3 years, and their continuous calling caused me one day to say, I think we need to expand, and this has worked out. So I've told many stories to a lot of you of why I'm here and why I believe that Lee County will work. I pastored the little church at Kaler just down the road for 4 years. I believe this community, at least on the western side, is exactly like Claiborne County. We are the same people, we dress alike, we go to the same type churches, we talk alike, we're just the same. So for England to come in this community and set up an operation, we have high expectations that it's going to work well. I was told in our meeting today early that we're more optimistic than we were the first meeting. And my HR guy laughed and said that's why we bring Terry along, because he tells the story with a little passion. It is dependent on the individuals in this community that want to work. We had 3 of the lowest production weeks that England has had in several years in February, and we still worked 4,000 hours overtime per week. We have worked. We are selling our furniture in all 50 states, all the provinces of Canada, and about a dozen foreign countries made in this community. We did not go overseas. We did not chase the imported product. We believe in customization. So for every lady that wants special in her home, she wants to create, she wants to be a part of building, from 100 styles and 500 cover applications delivered to the dealer in 21 days in the United States and then into your home just a few days later. We are satisfied in England from the point that we build it and it is delivered into your living room and you're satisfied. And that's what makes our advantage over the imported product or the choice of 2. So Governor, thank you for welcoming us. Thank you for coming today to be a part. All these folks came from just to see you, even though many have assured me that they would have come to see me if you had not. We have high expectations for England to be a part of this community for a long time to come. Thank you for welcoming us today.
Thank you, Governor. Thank you, Terry. It's absolutely wonderful. I will tell this to Terry. When we went to drive and look at the building, he asked me, is there any stigma about this place? And I looked at him and said, My mother worked here. I don't think there's any. Right now, we have time for the legislative comments. Shane Clem with Senator Warner's office.
On behalf of Senator Warner, it's an honor to be here to congratulate England on this important day and this investment in Lee County. I got to tell you, as a child, some of my favorite memories were going to Norris Lake. And I would always know we were getting close when we passed the England factory. And I feel like today that all of Southwest Virginia and Lee County is getting close to the economy we all want and need with this investment from you guys. Thank you.
We've got Michelle Jenkins for Senator or Congressman Griffin's office. Sorry.
Motion. Governor, thank you for
Yes,
being
ma'am.
here.
Thank you.
And you have made me ready to go buy new furniture. That's great. On behalf of Congressman Griffith, I bring greetings from him. I do have a few words from him that I'm going to share with you. Dear friends, I am honored to congratulate England Furniture and Lee County on today's announcement. I am sorry not to be able to join your celebration in person, but I am casting votes in the House of Representatives today. England's decision to locate a manufacturing operation with 79 new jobs in Lee County is great news for our community. These 79 new jobs will be welcomed by the community, local families, and businesses. The new operations location in the old Don Kenny building is a striking symbol of economic revitalization, showing that we can build on our strengths and our heritage to participate in the economy of the future. I applaud the work of the Virginia Coalfield Economic Development Authority, the Virginia Tobacco Regional Revitalization Commission, and Lee County for their efforts to make today's announcements possible. I welcome England Furniture to Southwest Virginia, a great location for your business and where people know how to work hard. I stand ready, willing, and able to help in any way I can. Wishing you all the best. I remain yours sincerely, H. Morgan Griffith. So congratulations, welcome, and we look forward to working with you.
Thank you, Michelle. And now, from Virginia Coalfield Economic Development Authority, Jonathan Belcher, the Executive Director.
Well, first and foremost, I would like to congratulate England Furniture on selecting Lee County for this expansion project. Coming on the heels of the expansion project the company just announced at their headquarters facility in New Tazewell, Tennessee, you can tell this is obviously a very vibrant and growing company. And that's the kind of company that we also need here in Lee County and our region. The company's expansion project in Lee County, as the governor was saying, will be at the former garment factory located in the community of Dryden, which is a 32,000 square foot building which has been underutilized in recent years. The 79 jobs that England plans to create at this facility will be a big boost economically for that community. The work that will be done in Lee County will also help support the company's operations in Tennessee. The Virginia Coalfield Economic Development Authority has approved a $350,000 loan to the Industrial Development Authority of Lee County to assist on the project. This will be combined with funds from the Tobacco Commission to renovate the building so that England Furniture Company can occupy it. The renovations will take around 3 months to complete, so it will be early this summer before the company will actually begin operations at the building. However, plans include air conditioning for the building and other improvements which will make it a very nice place for the employees to work. VCTA was glad to assist Lee County on this project. Dane Poe, Aaron Fee, Greg Edwards, and the entire Lee County team have been great to work with. I also want to recognize Joe Gillespie, Randy Rose, Tommy Miller, Turner Widgeon, and the entire team from the Virginia Economic Development Partnership for their hard work on this project. Mountain Empire Community College, the Virginia Employment Commission, and the Southwest Virginia Workforce Development Board will also assist with workforce recruitment and training, and we have representatives here from all those groups today. Finally, I want to personally thank Terry England, the president of England Furniture, for believing in Lee County. We all have enjoyed working with Mr. England and his entire team. If you've never seen their massive facility in New Tazewell, Tennessee, where they employ in excess of 1,400 people, it is truly a sight to behold. It's a very impressive operation. I also want to thank Governor Northam and Secretary Lee for all their assistance on this project and for making the trip from Richmond to be with us here today. At this time, I would like to ask Governor Northam and the rest of the panel to step forward and help me present the $350,000 check from VCTA and the Lee County IDA for this project. you very much.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I want to especially thank Jonathan. He's been absolutely wonderful during this process of helping us. And it's just been tremendous help. I get emails from him all the time for all these drafts and different things I'd have to read. And I want you all to know that my $69.26 I get as chairman each month, it's not covering it. But in the long run, it's worth it. I will say that. And now I want to introduce Julie Hensley. She's from the Tobacco Commission. Julie stopped me this morning and wanted to know if I was going to be good. She was a little worried about what I might say. I just wanted to know, Julie, when I'm good, I'm very, very good. So when I'm bad, I'm even better.
Yes. We're with the Olympus squads here, so we'll adjust that a little bit. I'm Julie Hensley. I'm here to represent the Tobacco Commission, which is very proud to be participating in this project. The Tobacco Commission is certainly committed to supporting Virginia manufacturing, and Virginia has a long tradition of manufacturing that should continue into the future. And of course, settling here in Lee County is something that today everyone's thanking England Furniture for doing, and that's appropriate. I'm glad Mr. England has a history of the people in this area, because I think he'll be pleased and perhaps even stunned at how hardworking and resourceful those people can be. Jonathan Belcher has done an exceptional job in listing everyone who participated and thanking them, so I'm certainly not going to put through us that again. But I certainly again want to thank England Furniture for choosing Virginia and Lee County for their new facility, and on the behalf of the Tobacco Commission, I want to wish them and Lee County the very best as they look forward to this continued success.
Thank you, Julie. And now for the county, Charles Slint from the Lee County Board of Supervisors. I've known Charlie a long time. He's from Dryden areas, Deep Springs, and I'm just pleased. It's his district, and he's very happy, I know, that England's coming to his district. Charlie?
Hey Greg, I'm only 32. So. My word is this one would be to thank some people here. I'd like to thank Debbie, Jesse, and Dr. Austin, and the new president of Mountain Empire College, if she's still here.
She's right there.
Oh,
that's it. Will you three guys stand up? These three people are helping to make it possible for the kids from Southwest Virginia to stay here and not have to go away to find jobs. And I think it's a very important job. Also, I would like to introduce the fellow members of the Board of Supervisors that work with me to try to make Lee County a better place. And that's Nathan Cope, Larry Mosley, Robert Smith, and Dana Poe, our county administrator. Are they here? Will you all stand up? Did I miss anybody? Dee, what is Dee? So you told me that I wouldn't mess up, but I messed up on purpose. It's for you. And I think that's about it. And see, our Commonwealth Attorney there. Will you stand up? And our treasurer, commissioner treasurer, and our commissioner revenue. And I want to thank the most is
Hey, there you go.
Good to be here. Thank you.
and that's all I have to say.
Charlie's only 32, but he forgot to tell you he was born on the last day of February in a leap year. Charlie overlooked the sheriff standing back there in the corner. He's keeping security here for us today. But anyway, now to the IDA comments and wrap up. It's for some reason they got me down here. The members of the IDA who are here, step a little bit forward, raise, stand up. I think we got 3 members here. Wayne Bonham, AJ Hatmaker, Roger Sumter. I think Chad Hines is probably working today. Paul Johnson, our vice chair, substitute judge today, and he couldn't make it. He had a big truancy docket. And Liz Myers, our last member, had a family health situation, couldn't make it today. But those people are wonderful to work with. They have been very supportive. They were just pleased. I think AJ Hatmaker almost peed his pants when he found out that. But then again, almost. Yeah, well, I was going to say he does that regularly, but we don't know.
I just admit it, I just stayed dry.
But anyway, we are just so happy that England's coming here. I'm extremely happy. I grew up in Dryden, and it's my home village since it's not a town. And I'm glad to see the building there is back. It's going to be useful. Debbie Jesse's also from Dryden. I'm sure she remembered years ago when there's a factory there. 4:30, the ladies left, and they came to the main road, and if you were traveling 58, you stopped, because they weren't. They just came on out. Am I correct, Debbie? Yes, you had to stop. Those ladies were going home, and forget it. We hope to see it like that 3 or 4 times a day. People coming in and working. And I will tell you something. The first Europeans in Lee County probably were not English. More than likely they were Spanish. When DeSoto was looking for the Fountain of Youth, they came up to the Cherokees, and a group went north. And they referred to a matriarchal Indian tribe that built mounds. There is only one place that could have been, Lee County, Virginia. At one time, we were the center of technology in Virginia. And we're hoping that this will be a start to us moving back that way and getting back in the picture and getting our people working again. Population has been dropping in Lee County. In 1940 and 50, it was close to 40,000. In 1960, automation came in. We were down to approximately 16,000 people. Noblesville, Indiana, to this day, has a Lee County reunion where people had to leave. We want to keep our people home. This is a good step. We have a company coming in that pays good wages, treats their employees very well, and we're just so happy that they're here. So, if you all would, I want to thank Terry, the governor, Secretary Lee for coming down, Julie, Jonathan, Charlie for being here with us today, you folks for listening to my bad jokes, but the most important thing is we've got people going to go to work. So let's give a big applause.